First at 5, the trial begins for a man accused of shooting and killing a woman during a fit of road rage.
Julian Zavaleta is charged with following Shantel Jones into a parking lot near 51st and Peoria back in 2022 and then shooting her and driving away. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Lori Fulbright.
And I'm Craig Day. Both prosecutors and the defense gave their opening statements today, and News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter is live with what has happened in court. Reagan?
Craig and Lori, in those opening statements, both prosecutors and defense attorneys agree this all started with road rage on Peoria. But prosecutors say Julian Zavaleta followed the victim into the AutoZone parking lot, blocked her in with his car, then shot and killed her and sped away. They call it murder. Zavaleta's attorney argues this was all self-defense and that he only pulled into the parking lot with Shantel Jones to exchange insurance information. But Zavaleta felt threatened by the victim, and that's why he did the shooting. And then he also turned himself in an hour later, so they argue that's his reasoning for this being self-defense.
So, Reagan, what evidence did prosecutors have a chance to put on today?
Yeah, prosecutors called 3 eyewitnesses who all testified to very, very similar stories about what happened. They were just all in 3 different parts of the parking lot. The first one was a customer to AutoZone on his lunch break who walked out of the store, was parked next to the victim, and says he saw the victim get out of her car and start walking toward Zavaleta's vehicle. Then he says he saw Zavaleta point a gun outside of his car window, shoot, and then speed away. The next one says she was in the parking lot on the phone with her brother and saw the victim and the suspect race in, the Zavaleta following the victim, and says she saw Zavaleta holding a gun as his eyes were locked on the victim's car in front of him, and says she saw the shooting as well. Now, the third eyewitness says he saw the road rage on Peoria and says the two were kind of going back and forth, kind of speeding up, slowing down, and then saw the victim cut in front of Julian Zavaleta and pull into the AutoZone. That eyewitness says that he then looped into AutoZone because it seemed like the situation was escalating, and says he saw the shooting as well. All 3 of those eyewitnesses all say that Zavaleta blocked the victim in her spot, and all 3, even though they're extensively asked by the defense attorney if she posed a threat to the shooter, all 3 of them said they felt like she didn't pose a threat to them.
All right, Reagan, what's next in this case?
I talked to Zavaleta's attorney after today's court, and he says that he anticipates calling his own witnesses. As I said, he plans to argue self-defense. He says Zavaleta felt threatened. He even says that the victim made a death threat towards Zavaleta, and so he's going to be arguing self-defense the rest of this week. They're expecting the trial to wrap up sometime Friday if they can get it done. Back to you guys.
All right, Reagan, thank you so much for that live report. We appreciate it.